Good Sunday morning, everybody. Chris Allen here on the Sam Channel, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and X, all sponsored by Ace Hardware Marketplace. It is already the 10th of September, and boy, does it feel good. Yesterday felt good, too. We had a high of 82 officially in Bowling Green. 85 is where we average, so we were 3 degrees shy of average for the day. Um, there were a few sprinkles. My travel buddy, Danny Wilson from Glasgow, and we were up around Nolan Lake. We ran into like a brief shower. It sprinkled for a little bit, then it bigger raindrops, and then it quit. It was kind of like that, which was expected for yesterday for some of us. Not everybody saw that yesterday, and today I think we're going to be just fine. Some cloud cover is out there this morning, as you can see from the satellite vantage point this morning. There's a little weak trough. You see that over the Cumberland Plateau this morning, and that's what's touching off some of the cloud cover. So it's going to be a day like the last few days have been, with that mix of sun and clouds and comfortable temperatures once again in the low 80s. And somebody closer to that boundary may get a sprinkle or a shower. But other than that, we're good to go today. It's feeling good out there, and I don't expect anything really that much different. Speaking of rainfall, at this point, we're now 2 inches below on pacing. Well, let me rephrase that. We're 2 inches below average on rainfall for year to date. We're pacing behind by 2 inches. So it's not bad. We've had lots of rain, but we could use just a tad more. And I do see a chance for that to happen on Tuesday, which we'll take a look at here in just a moment. But first, let's take a look at Kentucky Mesonet temperatures on this Sunday morning at 6:40 a.m. And they are very pleasant. I mean, if you haven't stepped outside yet, take your coffee out there on the front porch. Just breathe it in. It's going to be a comfortable day. We've got 60s, mostly low to mid 60s everywhere you look across southern Kentucky. I don't see any 50s until you get up into the northern part of the state, up near Newport, Cincinnati, Covington, Cynthiana, those places like that. But everybody else is in the 60s for the most part this morning. As we take a look now at the model blender, and you're going to like these numbers, I believe. If you're like me and you love fall, yes, look at this. Low 80s today. Yes, that's a given. I think that's going to be pretty close to where we land up today. A little bit warmer tomorrow, maybe in the low to almost mid 80s. Uh, Still, though, running a couple of degrees shy of average. But then with the rain and the cloud cover on Tuesday, we go into the mid 70s. And that's going to be the game changer for a while. In fact, as I said, and I've made notice here even days ago, summer is gone. I've been saying that for over a week now. I don't see any more big heat waves or anything like that. We're done. We're into a fall pattern now, and it's going to stay with us for the rest of this upcoming season, which we're only, today is the 10th. So we're about 10, 11 days away or so from the official beginning of fall, but the fall weather pattern is already here. So we're going to stay in the 70s, and even the end of that string of days that you see there, about halfway through to the end, I think that's a bit overdone. We're looking at mostly low to mid 70s, with lows dropping into the low 50s. I'm looking at dew points on, let's see here, Friday morning, Thursday night into Friday morning in the 40s. That's not low temperatures, but it's the amount of moisture in the air. We're talking very dry, very cool, very pleasant, very fall like. When dew points drop into the 40s, you have, I mean, it's just going to be so nice. It's going to be one of those days and nights, several of them coming up next week when you're going to want to, you know, even fire up the fireplace or the fire pit. That's what I want to do. I want to fire. I got a fire pit, brand new one, haven't used but once before it turned warm in the latter half of spring and early summer. I fired it up once on a chilly morning. I want to do that again because it's going to feel good enough for that here coming up in the next several days. So get ready for that. Here's a look at the model map this morning, and we see that possibility of maybe a shower up there where I was talking about along the Ohio River. That disturbance is kind of like right here along the Cumberland Plateau. So it may try to touch off something there today, but here, I don't think so. Everything's going to be primarily east of us today for any of those kind of pop up showers like we saw yesterday. This is our next system. This is the one that's going to come in and bring us that chance of shower activity by Tuesday, but it's got to go across the center part of the country before it gets here. So here we go into tonight and into Monday. Monday looks good, pretty much rain free. Here we go Monday night, late Monday night into early Tuesday. We're going to start to get some moisture streaming in ahead of the next system. Here is our, I'll change the colors here. Here is our cold front coming in. And with that will be the showers and even a few thunderstorms. It's not going to be a whole lot of rain, but just enough to get things wet and maybe even try to catch us up on that 2 inch deficit. I don't know if we're going to get 2 inches of rain, probably not, but we could pick up an inch or so of rain during that time, especially as we get into Tuesday afternoon and into Tuesday evening. And then this feature will just move on off by Wednesday pretty quickly, and we'll be sitting in the catbird seat, so to speak, as we get into the middle and end of next week. And that's when those lower 70s are going to come in and, grab you a blanket or even a sweater. It's going to feel maybe not for me, it's going to take a lot colder air to come in before I'll put on a sweater. I'll still be in short sleeves and shorts uh, until we start feeling like maybe 60s in the day and then 40s at night. We're not there yet, but we're getting very close. And today, by the way, I want to make an invitation. You see my shirt here, Godstock 30 Homecoming. Well, this weekend is the 30th anniversary of Hillview Heights Church Godstock. I'm sure some of you have heard about it and thinking, what in the world? Is that like Woodstock? It it plays off of that idea, but it's where we're all set up with um, everything that we have at church, pretty much, except for the building, and we have services out at Barren River Lake State Park, and we've got one this morning at 9:30, right as you come in the entrance of Barren River Lake State Park off of 31E. You'll see us all set up out there in the field. We've got the stage, we've got the lights, we've got LED screens. I'll be running audio like I do every Sunday morning. So I've got this is our homecoming Godstock 30 t-shirt, but more importantly, it's an opportunity. I want to make this personal opportunity and personal, um, just reaching out to you to, have you come, have you be with us. We would love to have you here at Godstock. Personal invitation from me to you. Bring a lawn chair or bring a blanket, and it's we'll have church. We'll have a worship service, and it with all the band, the music, everything. But more importantly, It's like, some people are like, I would just like to be outdoors, take advantage of this weather, and just, have a time of worship, have a time of prayer, have a time of, there's going to be baptisms. If you feel like you need to be baptized or whatever, hey, we'll do that. We'll take care of it. We're going to have uh, you get to be baptized in Barren River Lake. What is it? You'll get to say that you were baptized at Barren River Lake if you come out this morning. So service at 9:30. After service is over, I think about 11 or so, we're going to do the baptisms at Barren River Lake. It'll be down at the beach part. So we've got all that going on this morning. I'm getting ready to head over there and get ready to crank up the sound, make the noise, make the joyful noise. So come join us, Godstock 30, the homecoming, we're calling it, because of 30 years of doing Godstock at Barren River Lake. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be weather is going to be perfect for it. So come out and see us. Again, that's at Barren River Lake State Park. You come in the main entrance, you can't miss it. You'll see everybody out there in the field right as you pull in. And that's where we are. Free, of course. Just like I said, bring a lawn chair, bring a blanket, something to sit on. And, it's going to be a good time. So in the meantime, have a great Sunday. God bless you all. And thank you for watching. And I'll see you right back here tomorrow morning.